Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm going to continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're going to give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to It's All About Wrestling, episode 106. 106th episode, It's All About Wrestling. AW here in order, present to you latest Smackdown for your wrestling and sports-related topics. I hope you're all having a good Monday in this beautiful May. Where I am, it was beautiful, but it's a little cloudy now. But it was nice out earlier today. Hot, sticky. It's going to be there for the week. So maybe it's nice where you are. But welcome to, latest Smackdown. And episode 106 is all about wrestling. And so, all right, man. We got stuff to talk about. Not a lot as much as the previous weeks. But we got some stuff to talk about before we get to the two pay-per-view events. A lot of the big AEW's and WWE's shows this weekend. Remember, King and Queen is at Crown Jewel is at it's a Saturday, and then you got Double or Nothing for AEW Sunday night. So remember, it's a two-day wrestling weekend event. So remember that. Before we get into this episode of It's All About Wrestling, a bit of announcements for this week particular. Yes, so for today we're doing It's All About Wrestling. I do that every Monday. If you're checking out this channel for the first time and you're new, I do this channel this show every single Monday. And on Thursday, this Thursday, I'll be doing a prediction show for both the WWE Premium Live event and Double or Nothing. And then Saturday in the afternoon, it's afternoon where I am. So check your local listings where you are. I'm going to be doing the watch along for King and Queen. This Saturday, it's 1:00 my time. So I hope you're around by then. And come enjoy the show with me, man. Also, and we got some updates on King and Queen, the tournament. We got the semifinals tonight for the Raw side and semifinals on the SmackDown side this Saturday. And in the finals, whoever wins the Raw and SmackDown semis will face each other this Saturday to determine who's King and Queen in the ring. So let's look at I'm going to take a look at okay, there we go. So before we get into this, yes, once again, if you're new, sub, please. Also share, like, do all that stuff. And like the down below. And please, comment if you can. I really, really appreciate it. All right. And I see that this is not getting noticed on X. Wow. Kind of surprised. But whatever. And what the hell happened to my banner here? Why is my banner like that? Hey, Wizard. That's not how my banner should be. I'm going to see. I guess it's, I don't know. I don't know why my banner is like that. What's up, Wizard?
What's up?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. We got the go home week of AEW and WWE. We got hour and 15 minutes of Raw. So we're gonna try to get this done. We're gonna try to end this before Raw, like every Monday. Every Monday, remember, every Monday we try to end this before Raw. Okay. And we got stuff to talk about. As my main topic is that we get our answer what the Cody Logan Paul match is gonna be. We got an answer from Smackdown. We got the updates on the semifinals, which is the finals for Raw and the finals for SmackDown, but whatever. We also got an update on possible what's going to happen, maybe possible rumors, finishes for the Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre match. It's not officially yet a Clash of the Castle, but it's expected to happen at Clash of the Castle. We're going to talk about that. Let's see. We're going to talk about is Uncle Howdy and whatever it is, in his group going to appear this Saturday. Bryan Danielson might need surgery again. It's like all the time. Tony Khan reportedly warned AEW talent about watching Cody Rhodes' WWE return at the 2023 Royal Rumble. Talk about that, and maybe it has something to do with the 2024 Royal Rumble. And Eric Bischoff, we're going to talk a little bit about Eric Bischoff critiques Mercedes Moné character as one-dimensional as one-dimensional could get. And yeah, that's what we're talk about. And we're also going to talk about Liv Morgan being single. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm seriously. The people are so happy that she's single. I see Liv Morgan trending on Twitter, so I click on it because she did interviews, right? Like an interview, right? And I clicked on it, right? I'm like, oh, Liv Morgan's. Oh, she's confirmed she's single. So, and people are like, well, men, obviously, men, right? Mostly men.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, right. There's a chance.
I don't know if her and Bo were ever confirmed to be together. Just more like that they were at least friends with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like the idea that it was going to be Uncle Howdy and Liv together.
Let me see this. Liv has those crazy fans.
Yeah. And Ruby Riott got married too.
Yeah, and she's pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, signal. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what people this. And she's not looking to date. That's what she said. I'm single. I feel it's like, what are your priorities, right? Now, my priorities are not to date, and it's to be the best I can be. I know I'm a little bit selfish with my time right now, and I don't want to give you my time and take away from me. Okay. Oh, well. It's not selfish. You have your career in year. It's hard to maintain a relationship in the wrestling business. Business.
Yeah, WWE makes it a little easier because they usually put you on the same brand if you're a superstar.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine if you're not a superstar and you're staying in one spot while they're traveling all around.
Not every superstar is married. Not every female superstar and male superstar are married to each other or in a relationship with each other. Some stay in right. Some have relationships with other people that are not involved with the business. Some are married, have kids.
Gunther, Drew, Sheamus,
most of them are. It seems like a lot though. For some wrestling events, it seems like a lot of wrestlers are in relationships with each other. No. Most of them are not. Most of them have relationships with people outside the business. You gotta remember the roster's huge. Okay.
You really just don't hear about it.
Yeah.
Because they're both on social media. They're both presence. Online presence. But if it's a civilian, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to see anything about them.
Yeah, exactly. But if Liv, there's no problem. Liv saying she wants to focus on herself. That's not it's not selfish. It's okay. It's okay to be selfish. If it is selfish, it's okay to be selfish.
It's selfish, but not in a bad way. It's just a normal way.
Yeah, and I don't. It's her life. When she's ready to get into the relationship, whatever. Again, that's on her. That's not. And all those people say, "Oh, she's happy." oh, it's a live a single. There's a 0% chance you ever get with her, so stop simping.
There is at least a % chance. Like never, you can never say never.
Oh.
The amount of women that have dated or been with wrestling fans is very, very, like, I think Sunny, only because Sunny would sleep with anyone.
That's true.
And like, I guess, like, even like Alexa Bliss, like, I think Ryan knew who she was, but he wasn't really like a fan of hers.
But she didn't sleep with anyone. She was in a relationship with Buddy Murphy,
No, but like, because she's married or engaged. I think she's married now too. Mrs.
Ryan
friend,
Cabrera, yeah.
Ryan Cabrera, yeah. And he knew who she was, but I don't think he was like a actual wrestling fan. Unless you're Randy Orton, where you have the mother of a fan be like, he's hot, I'm gonna like message him and then end up marrying her. So, you know. So there's always that chance. He's gotta be really attractive.
I don't know what we're talking about. Live, love, life.
If it's not with Uncle Howdy, then I don't want it.
Believe. I know she was in a relationship. Was she in a relationship like with Enzo and then like Tyler Bates and then Brute Bull Dallas?
I don't know if it was with Enzo.
There's been rumors about that.
Yeah, I don't know if that. I've never heard
Enzo,
that.
I think Enzo's the one that discovered her. Isn't helped discover her?
I don't know. She was in. Well, like they paired them with Carmella, but I think Liv was already on main roster.
No. Where Liv was working at the time.
Possibly.
Like before WWE, and she got noticed. I think yeah. But I don't know. Who cares, man? So fascinated with somebody's love life, man. I just want to talk about what I was supposed to talk about. And that's, I don't know where DL is. Maybe we'll join later. All right. So last week, I think we pretty much were confused on what's going to be the Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes match at King and Queen of the Ring, or I'll just call it Crown Jewel. We were confused. Like, is it a title for title match? And we basically had a discussion, like, while we kind of, if it was title for title, we had a kind of a discussion, like, it wouldn't be a good idea for both. Yeah. Both. And now we don't have to worry about that because our discussion, you and I in DL, we don't have to worry about the discussion because it's confirmed on SmackDown. Logan Paul did a sneakeroo, had his people convince the GM to make the match for the has his own contract written, make the match just for the WWE and the Universal Undisputed title, the belt championship, instead of making title for title. It's just Cody Rhodes' title on the line, so that protects Logan, obviously, right? That protects Logan.
Yeah.
So that means Cody cannot win the U.S. title, obviously, now since it's not off the cards. So they had to find a way because they probably knew, putting the U.S. title on Cody Rhodes right now is probably not a good thing.
And and the Saudi Arabia shows are always more or less blow-offs anyway. So and this is what I said.
I don't expect this to be a continuation. I expect this to be a one-match feud, and that's it right now. Yeah,
like I said this, last week or whatever, when I was like, if you're gonna do it, have it just be for the undisputed title, because why would Logan put up his title on the line? And that's exactly what happened. And then they teased the LA Knight Logan Paul.
Yes, exactly.
That's who I believe is going to take the belt off Logan.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Like, there's no point because you're hurt. Actually, if you have Cody win the U.S. title, you're actually hurting Cody.
Yeah.
And Cody, if he does have the U.S. title, he'll probably win a bunch of matches. But there's a point where he's gonna have to lose that U.S. title, but still hold on the WWE Undisputed title. But he would have to. You still would hurt him. You still would hurt him.
Yeah, because if you were gonna put someone in a feud with him, why would the person who wants to fight
Yeah.
Cody go for the United States title? Like he'd be stuck with it forever.
Yes. Like say for example, right? Cody just not under. Cody just defeated Roman Reigns for the U.S. title, for the not the U.S. title, for the undisputed title, right?
Yeah.
After Roman Reigns, well, 3.5, 4 years, holding basically the championship. I know that he won the title from Brock Lesnar a couple years ago, and he basically unified it, but you get the point.
Yeah.
So look at Roman Reigns. He's on a level by himself, right? If Cody wins the U.S. title, it's gonna be somebody below Cody Rhodes, because Cody Rhodes once he defeated Roman Reigns, he's on that level of Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's too early to have somebody defeat Cody Rhodes win the U.S. title. That's not in the level and not close to that level yet.
Yeah.
Right? So that's a good idea. So I like the idea how Logan Paul made a surface just for the title. Because this WWE caught on, they knew this is to protect Cody, okay?
Yeah.
This is to protect Cody. Yes, and it looks like LA Knight, maybe the next in line versus Logan Paul.
And I think he'll be the one to beat him.
Yeah, and now probably be long-term booking. That's probably we got a couple matches after couple pay-per-views after this. You got Clash of the Castle, Money in the Bank. And
if they want to have that match at SummerSlam, that could be a big match for that.
So this is all this is really protecting Cody, guys. Protecting Cody. It's they could have rated.
Protecting Logan too, because
I didn't want him to lose too.
He would have lost his title, and this gets him like it plays into his heel kind of thing, and he's like, I'm not putting my title on the line. I'll fight you for yours. You ain't fighting me for mine.
See, what they should have done is they should have waited for the next Saudi show. Okay. Whenever that's November, October, right? Because I don't think Logan Paul is going to hold the U.S. title, so I think he would actually lose it before. And I think Cody Rhodes will still have the title, his title by then. I don't think he's losing anytime soon. So they could have done that then. Logan Paul is just number one contender. No U.S. title. He has it gone by then. And he can just face Cody.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Because we know Cody. Cody's not losing in the next. He's not losing for some time. No. It's.
I don't even know who currently would be the guy to beat him.
No one right now.
Besides Gunther, and I don't even know if Gunther's on the same brand as him.
No, Gunther's Raw.
Yeah.
Cody's SmackDown. Remember, the titles are defined by the brand now.
Yeah, the draft hasn't set in my mind yet, so it's hard to keep. Yeah. I always had problems keeping drafts straight, because they would always flip back and forth, and then right when you got it figured out, they draft again or shake up or something. Then you're like, just had this figured out.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's gonna be a good match because Logan Paul is actually pretty good in the ring, despite what people think of him. And Cody basically on the contract side basically described what Logan Paul was. He basically just described what Logan Paul was: selfish, narcissist, all that, all there for the clicks. Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Yeah.
But so that's gonna. So we got done. This is for the undisputed title, no U.S. title on the line. And I agree with you. They're setting something up with Logan Paul and LA Knight because of the backstage segment.
Which I knew. I don't even remember what match it was for. It's for some number one contender thing. But when he cut his promos and everyone in the ring, and I remember he said,
I think it was Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Remember last year, Money in the Bank? Yeah. Logan Paul entered Money in the Bank, and I think it was...
I remember he was cutting a promo on him, and he's like, the guy makes videos for 14-year-old girls and calls himself a megastar,
Yeah.
They kind of knew that they can get something out of that, the megastar versus megastar thing.
Yeah, see, LA Knight wasn't ready. I mean, he was very popular then, but he wasn't ready for that yet.
Yeah. And I think giving him the main roster title, the main event title, would have been fine. But he can get the mid card title
Yeah.
and kind of have a good run with that, and he can wear his glasses and his vest and have it around his waist, and it'll look good.
Yeah, yeah. For sure. For sure. Yeah. All right. I guess we could change gears here now. Now we're gonna go switch to the we're gonna talk about the King and Queen ring. So we'll get the results out of the way. In the semifinals for Raw, where it's gonna be Gunther and Jey Uso. That's a rematch. On the women's side on Raw, it's gonna be Io Sky versus Laya Valkyria. Not Valkyrie, Valkyria, something like that.
Valkyria.
Valkyria, okay. And on the SmackDown side, on the men's side is Randy Orton versus Tama Tonga.
Mm-hmm.
And the women's side is Bianca Belair and Nia Jax. So we're gonna start on the Raw side. We're start with the men on the Raw side. Gunther and Jey Uso. Now, we expected Gunther to be in at least in the Raw side. I mean, despite the matches with Kofi Kingston, which is a really good match, there was no way Kofi Kingston was going to be the one to beat Gunther. And Jey Uso, I expected Jey Uso to win this match and go to the next and face Gunther in the semifinals on Raw. There is a story there because before WrestleMania, before a time, they were kind of mini feuding, I guess, until the point where Jimmy gets involved. But they were mini feuding on Gunther and Jey Uso for a bit. What are your thoughts?
I think Gunther and Jey Uso will be a good match. I think Gunther's going to win in just the whole thing, but unless they're not giving Jey a King gimmick, in which case, then I could see Jey win if they wanted to do like a mini push with him.
I just see King Jey Uso. Just
like I said, if there's no King gimmick, then fine. Like if it's just King, you win, like if they announce tonight, if whoever wins gets the number one contender match at SummerSlam or something, and then that's all they get. It's like, okay, cool, fine.
No, whoever wins tonight is gonna be representing Raw. I'm
saying, like whoever wins, like if they announce tonight, whoever wins King of the Ring in general.
Oh okay, yeah.
Like,
on the women, on the women's side, right, it's Io Sky and Lyra, right? This is interesting. Yeah. This is interesting because Lyra is kind of an ally to Becky Lynch, and she's kind of getting involved in the Becky Lynch Liv Morgan feud, right?
Yeah.
And so I know Lyra's a newcomer to the main roster, and you would think she shouldn't get the loss here because she's a newcomer, but either Dragunov lost in the second match on the main roster. So that idea of a newcomer in the main roster should not be losing. Throw that out the window. Even Carmelo Hayes has lost a couple times. So throw that out the window.
You gotta have them lose.
Yeah. Throw out the window that idea, right? But I don't think Lyra's going to win because her involvement in the Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
That's what I think. It's not gonna. So I think Io Sky is gonna be the one to advance just because of Liv Morgan getting involved with Lyra, and because of Lyra's help with getting involved in the Becky Lynch storyline. So I think Io Sky is going to represent Raw on not SmackDown, but King and the Queen of the Ring. I think she's going to represent Raw for the women. The SmackDown side, SmackDown side kind of makes sense on the male side. We got Randy Orton and Tama Tonga in the semifinals of SmackDown. It makes perfect sense because there's a story there with her because the Bloodline were getting involved with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Obviously, they had the match at Backlash. And it just made sense for Tama Tonga to. I know he got kind of a big win over LA Knight. You wouldn't think that, but LA Knight was at a disadvantage. Or the Bloodline was out, distracted him, and Tama Tonga based on what we thought in the first round. The way to have Tama Tonga in the tournament is bound to set up Randy Orton versus Tama Tonga. Now the thing is, if we're going to see Gunther in the finals, Randy Orton's going to win. He's going to win the face.
I could see that being the match as Randy Orton versus Gunther came in the ring.
Yeah,
because
they want the baby face versus the heel.
And that's a big draw. Those are big names.
Yeah.
Tama Tonga is still coming up. I don't know how much Saudi Arabia knows about New Japan. They barely know about WWE. You know?
Unless they have Gunther and Randy Orton lose, and they have Tama Tonga versus Jey Uso.
Or Jey Uso, yeah.
Because there's a story there. Yeah, even though even though they never really interacted in WWE, but there's still a story there. Bloodline stuff.
Yeah.
Brother Jimmy, there's kind of a story there.
Yeah.
They could go that way too.
If they wanted to get Jay back into Bloodline storylines, which they might just let
eventually
cool off for a while. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like they want Jay to cool off the Bloodline storyline for a little while.
I think what they need to do is establish a strong solo storyline is right now. Wait, during the summer, build it up during the summer. And when Roman Reigns is ready to come back, he'll back during the summer. I guarantee you'll have him wrestle at least a SummerSlam. Because one of their big events, big pay-per-view, SummerSlam.
They could be really nuts and do Tama Tonga versus Gunther. And then it's like Solo and the Bloodline have to go against Imperium,
Unfortunately, Imperium's only 2 people now.
It's only 2 people now, but
yeah.
But one of those people is Gunther, so it's like that's like
yeah. But it's weird though because was it Ilya? Ilya is the one that lost to Jay, right?
Yeah.
And there was kind of a look between Gunther and Ilya.
Like that was to set up the feud, but it's like we're not getting that feud yet. Like Triple H is going to slow cook that. He's going to slow cook Ilya versus Gunther. Ilya versus Gunther 3.
Or possible
he joins Imperium.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't get people that say that. I think that was a wink to the people who remember their matches, and it was like, oh, we're gonna get that again, kind of thing. Like, because
what happens if Ilya is so frustrated with losing, right? Like maybe costs us Jey Uso the match against Gunther, and that sets up a feud between Ilya and Jey Uso.
I mean, it could.
Yeah,
I still wouldn't see Ilya join Imperium though. That's something Vince would probably book just because it has no character consistency. But I think Triple H is more mindful of character.
They're enemies.
Character consistency. Yeah, so it's like he would even if Ilya was a heel, he would never be a heel aligned with Gunther. He'd be like, no, I hate Gunther.
Yes. Yeah, so there's a lot of interesting stories going into especially on going into King and the Queen of the Ring. I'm looking forward to the matches. I'm looking forward to the event, even though it's like there's only 5 matches. Now let's talk Clash of the Castle. We talked about this on Thursday, okay? So Clash of the Castle, Scotland, UK. Damian Priest has offered a challenge to Drew McIntyre for the title. Drew McIntyre wants a title match. Damian Priest says he'll grant him. He basically did on Raw, granted him a title match. He didn't say where. It's not official, but I think it's safe to say, everybody, whether it's read the wrestling reporter, dirt sheets, whatever, it's going to probably happen in Clash of the Castle. Now, based on Raw, right, Damian Priest is going in as a babyface, okay? He's going in as a babyface, Drew as a heel. And we discussed that on Thursday, and we did not discuss something on Thursday until that we did not discuss something on Thursday that'll be discussed today, because we forgot about this very important element on Thursday, which I'll reveal in a minute. Yes, Drew McIntyre is the heel. Here's the thing: in Scotland, he's not going to be the heel.
Yeah.
And we talked about Thursday the possible outcomes, right? Oh, I think we all agree that it's not the. I think it's the. We all agree that Drew needs to win the title there in Scotland.
Yeah, he needs to win it and have his run with it.
Yeah, and he can still do the storyline with returning Seth Rollins and still do the storyline with CM Punk. He should win it there. Here's the thing. Here's two reports came out today of possible finishes. Now, let me tell you, finishes are never concrete until the day of. Okay, so
and especially reports have been coming out wrong.
Yeah,
these
where
days.
is it? So backstage W news on possible Clash of the Castle title match and potential finishes. Okay. Oh, so this is from the Wrestling Observer. That's obviously Dave Meltzer. Okay. And last week's Wrestling Observer newsletter, it is reported that the match Priest and McIntyre is expected to go down at the upcoming Clash of the Castle, which takes place in Glasgow, Scotland, and that's a month on June 15th. The report adds that the program between the two began with Priest as the babyface and McIntyre as the heel, but no doubt the roles will be reversed for that match in the latter's home country. Obviously, Drew McIntyre is going to be going as a babyface.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was speculated that there are two likely finishes in this match. The first would be that McIntyre would win the title back, as it would make more sense for him as a champion with a natural strong storyline against CM Punk and Seth Rollins and Priest. Well, a second finish would see Punk appearing once again. Punk is just going to go Scotland. Scotland, appearing once again, costing McIntyre the match and the gold. It is no secret that WWF is banking on this feud as one of his hottest over the summer, when both Punk and McIntyre are healthy. So here's my thought. Damian Priest is kind of the third wheel here because it's mostly about Punk and Drew here. Priest is a champion. He's like the Miz in the Rock and Cena situation.
Yeah, I think just Priest being a champion. That's why I think he's going to lose. They did it. They tried it, but I just don't think it's gonna. It just hasn't paid off for him.
Also, if CM Punk does come to Scotland and cost Drew, you think nobody's gonna cheer that? CM Punk is gonna get booed. Okay, he's not gonna get cheered. He's gonna get booed. He's gonna get booed.
It's possible that just the sheer the star power that CM Punk has to wrestling fans, and the audacity of him to come in. But my theory is that he'll try to he might go, he'll try to do it, but Drew will just win, and then because Punk's been getting Drew too much.
Yes.
Drew needs to get on. Yeah, Drew needs to get one on Punk.
Again, the title's the biggest one up.
Yeah, and him stopping the interference, getting the title, and then holding it in front of him and laughing, and then he's doing his ha ha ha, and then Punk's like,
yeah, this is the moment where Drew gets the upper hand, him becoming champion. I think that needs to happen because here's the thing: I like feuds. Where it's not always one decided, where one person's getting the upper hand. Okay,
it's back and forth.
Yeah, back and forth because these guys cannot get physical with each other. Well, Punk got physical a little bit at WrestleMania, but they can't get physical with each other right now. And usually in this situation when the heel is getting run up by a babyface, the heel usually in the feud usually accomplishes something big in that feud. Big. And it's probably, in this case, it's probably him, Punk being so disappointed that Drew is going to win the title from Damian Priest. First of all, you cannot do this a second time to Drew McIntyre, okay? Because he Clash of the Castle the first time, he was very close. That was a great match, too. You can't. This is his hometown, his home country, his home city. He's from Glasgow, from his family, maybe family that still live in Scotland. And if Punk does this in front of his family, it makes Punk look like the heel.
Yeah. That's why he'll probably fails because he's acting as the heel in that scenario.
I just know Punk would not get cheered in Scotland. Not with Drew.
All I know is that he is for sure winning that. If he does not win that title in Scotland, then the only other way is, as people have fantasy booked, he wins the Money in the Bank and then cashes in a similar way that he lost it, and so he's a hypocrite because it's he was saying that Priest was a coward and he did all that, and then he ends up winning the title the same way, and then he's like, no, goes around comes around. But I think with this character that Drew's running with, he needs to get a win on Punk, and then so he can rub it in his face. It's like, I got it. And then the first picture that I want Drew to post is the World Heavyweight Championship in his fridge.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that would be so good.
Oh, you know what? You know, what been fun to see on Punk's face? Oh, yeah. The thing is, I like this. I mean, this is to me the number one feud on Raw right now is Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, and well, I guess technically Damian Priest is involved, but he is
Yeah. But no,
fortunately,
the Punk Drew feud is great.
yeah,
It
third
stole all
wheel.
the momentum from the Punk Seth feud, like because they stopped doing it. But it was like,
Yeah, because they couldn't. Well,
yeah, it's like if you would have said when Punk came back or something, and Seth's flipping him off and he's doing all that, and then you just go like, yeah, Drew and Punk are gonna have the hottest feud of the of Punk's
summer.
modern career.
And it's
Like,
kind of
has he surpassed MJF's feud with Punk?
no, not
I
yet.
guess they have to like actually wrestle first.
Yeah, that's yeah. It's just that MJF is better than Drew on the mic.
Yeah, but MJF didn't do like this hater kind of
And,
gimmick. It was, that was different.
yeah, and MJF is not exactly like a big crybaby. Like and MJF is a little bit more schemy, a little bit more.
Yeah.
He's
Well, and
more of that.
he had the connection to like being
Yeah,
younger, being a fan of him and all that. But
yeah,
just the hater, the Drew's hater tweets. He was like hating on Ricochet. And it was like, Rick, what did Ricochet do? Like, he tweeted out like all of Ricochet, or he tweeted out like Ricochet dying.
What?
Like it's a compilation of like, I don't know if it's like Ricochet like just crashing, like doing his flips, or like getting hit, or
Mhm.
like something, but it's like Ricochet dying compilation. He tweeted that out, and it's like,
No.
and they said like Drew has like a folder of every single person on the roster in case he needs to hate. He has a hate folder that got dirt on him.
Where's that YouTube channel I watched yesterday? Has like bloopers.
Botchamania.
I watched Boston. No, it's a different channel. Oh, it's called Burn
Oh,
It Down. Burn It Down 2.0. Oh yeah, yeah, it's a good channel. Um, yeah, but Botchamania is hilarious.
Botchamania is great. Gotta love
Yeah.
it.
Do you watch Promo Joe too?
No,
Oh, you gotta watch Promo Joe.
I just started watching Botchamania like maybe a year ago.
Oh yeah, they always get Botchamania. Always has to make a new channel, all the time, all the time. Uh, yeah, you gotta Burn It Down
But
2.0.
I was hearing their jokes, forever on like the wrestling, subreddit, and just
Yeah,
like the send for the man. And I never knew what that was.
My favorite thing about Botchamania yesterday was Seth Rollins, Mr. Burns thing. Oh my
Yeah.
god! The dad from when Mr. Burns gets the
Yeah, my
puppies.
vest. Be my vest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in sync with Seth Rollins' theme song. Botchamania is great. The guy is so creative. The way he's able to incorporate pop culture stuff into wrestling.
And the you talk too much bit is always like when that comes on, the you talk too much. Like I'll always gotta say that.
Well, yeah. You talk too much. And they always do the Taz bit.
Yeah, like the weigh 125 pounds.
Oh,
Taz,
the
it's Taz, and it's the
AEW commentary.
Yeah.
Like, it goes off the rails all the time, and you see it in that Botchamania.
Yeah, like I never watch AEW, but like the getting those little bits about like Taz and Shivani and Excalibur just being like, we'll say something, then they'll all laugh, and then
Yeah, I'll be right back. Just a minute.
Talk. You never shut up. Anyone watch NXT? If you've seen Trick Williams and Lash Legends storyline, they're pretty fun.
Oh, here's DL. Sorry, I'm back, guys. What's up, DL?
Whoop that
Muted?
trick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Trick
Am I muted?
spit
Oh,
on NXT has
am I
been
muted?
good.
Hello?
No,
No,
you're
you're
not
good
muted.
now. You were just quiet. I
Okay.
just didn't know. if
Yeah,
were
you
muted.
weren't muted. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
there we go. What's up, DL? Where are you, man?
It's
Fight
been a
again?
hectic week for me so far, but hanging in there. Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you.
All right. So DL, so we got
Oh, I hope I'm not on delay.
yeah, you might be on delay. Is he on delay? You think?
Okay, count with me. 1, 2. Ooh, that's a bad one.
1, 2.
Okay, so when I say 1, 2, you say 3. 1, 2.
Oh, Lord. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, God.
Okay, so I say 1, 2, and then you.
Let me just exit out and come back in.
Okay. Okay. He'll come back in. All right.
Yeah,
You get-
Trick Williams and Lash Legend are doing. They're doing their on-screen relationship to go with their off-screen relationship they have.
Oh, they're in a real life relationship.
Yeah, real life relationship. Yeah.
Oh, Last Legend broke up with a team that she was with.
With Metaphor. No, they're like kind of building that. Like, Noam Dar is gonna be Trick's next feud. And
No,
they're
darn
building up-
Trick.
Noam Dar's pretty good. He held on to that Heritage Cup for a long time, and then now Tony D'Angelo has it.
Yeah. Hey, DL.
Yeah, there's a couple of like the real life couples in NXT that they don't work with them, but they made reference with them. Like Blair Davenport and her guy is in storyline in love, or like Thea Hale's in love with him in storyline, and they just had like a passing reference about like Blair being like, well, he's not your, or you're not his type, and then she was like, well, how do you know what type he is? And
It's
Will
Ospreay's ex.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Do you
There's
hear
another
us?
one too.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, DL,
Okay,
what's
that's
your
a little better.
thoughts on what we got? Yeah, what's your thoughts that we got from the Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes? It is now obviously just for Cody Rhodes' title. So we want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm glad that they cleared that up because I was getting really concerned if it was going to be title for title because I think it's too soon for Cody, and I don't think it will do any favors for Logan Paul too, especially because SummerSlam is going to be in his hometown. So I would assume they want to keep the belt on him when he goes to Cleveland. And what you talked about earlier, that they teased that little thing backstage between him and LA Knight. So we most likely will get that match in the near future.
Yeah.
So all I can say is, phew, to the title. That's fine.
After last week's discussion, we're like, thank God they figured out something to figure out something to protect them both. Because I don't think Cody Rhodes winning the title protects him. Actually, I think it hurts him. And that's weird to say. Winning a title actually hurts you. Like it should hurt you.
Well, it shouldn't, but there's a thing called pushing somebody too fast, like they did with Roman Reigns.
Plus, then it's like, would you unify the belts? You know, to get rid of the U.S. title? That
You
would
can't unify the U.S. title with the
Yeah.
world title. You can unify with the Intercontinental title, right? Like that's the secondary titles.
Did y'all hear the rumor? Y'all hear the
Oh,
Yeah, did y'all hear the rumor going around that there were people thinking that that they were going to unify the undisputed championship and the United States championship to create the winged eagle belt that everybody wants Cody to bring back, and then Triple H was going to create a European championship because they're going more international, or it might be the starting point with them doing NXT Europe or whatever.
Yeah. Like that's a
Why?
lot of. I don't think they're ever bringing that winged eagle back.
No,
Like,
no. Keep the U.S. title. U.S. title has tradition in wrestling. There's tradition behind that title, man.
And wasn't the European title like a jobber title?
Right? Why would you easily get rid of that?
It's like like the U.S. title is tradition going back decades. Same as the Intercontinental title. That's like if you get rid of the U.S. title, it's not get rid of the Intercontinental title.
Yeah. At least with the Universal, they finally like phased that out.
Yeah.
No one cared about that.
Oh, if they do an NXT Europe deal, they could do an NXT title, European title.
Yeah, they'll do a European title for that, but
Oh, I think he's still in delayed Wizard.
anyway, moving on.
All right, yeah. What were we just talking about before Dion came on?
Priest and Drew.
Were we at Priest and Drew? Yeah.
We basically talked about all that.
Like CM Punk, if he cost Drew the title, Clash of the Castle, CM Punk's gonna get booed out of the building. That's okay. Like,
yeah. And like I said, I don't think he should. I think he should be he should get the Drew should get the one up on him.
Yeah. You know what? Drew's earned it, man. He got screwed at WrestleMania. Give him the title. Have him run with it.
He got screwed at last year's Clash of the Castle. You know,
have him run with it as a heel champion. Have him run with it as a crowd because he never had the title in front of a crowd. He held it for no audience.
Yeah, and he held it in front of a crowd for like
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 to 8 minutes. Yeah, that's it. Right? Have him because he needs that moment. Like he needs that moment, whether he's a heel or face, but he needs that moment where his classic pose when he wins, right? He goes on the turnbuckle and does that classic warrior like pose. He needs to do it in front of a crowd with the belt. Because at WrestleMania when he won it, he basically did it in a studio, the Performance Center, in front of the camera, and that's it. In front of the cameraman. The cameraman was the only one who got to see that. You got to see that pose live, basically. Yeah. Right? We had to see it on TV. Give him his moment. Give him his moment, guys. It's not fair that there was a worldwide pandemic happening. It's not his fault.
Yeah, but I expect him to win, especially since he re-signed a contract. If he didn't, then he would lose and whatever, and then leave. But no, having him re-sign, I expect him to win.
He was signed. That's true.
I expect Punk to try to stop him, but fail. He gets it.
Maybe Punk buys a ticket to Scotland, but somehow Drew does something to make sure Punk doesn't get on the plane to Scotland. Gets a bag from
the only other way the only other way I could feel like they would cost him that would be funny is if it was like a Dusty finish, so where like Drew gets the pin, he has the belt, but then Punk points out that the foot was on the rope, and then they have to then take the belt away from Drew.
No, I'd rather have to continue the match if that's the case.
Yeah,
because I hate. Okay.
Well, then Punk will hit Drew. Punk hits Drew before the bell can ring for the continuing of the match.
Oh no! What will happen is we'll see Finn Finn Balor secretly helping Drew win the title. Finn Balor's gonna win.
From beyond the grave.
He said, "No, don't."
He I can tell you after the show, but he made contact yesterday.
Okay, really? Is he doing well?
Yep, he said he's alive. He told me to stay away from his widow because he is still alive.
Yeah, if you go after.
That's what I've been doing. I've been
How come he hasn't been
about,
contacting me?
about his wife. Well, he only popped in for literally like 1 second and was like posted a video just checking in with Tony and TJ, and then he's like, I gotta go. Gone.
He'll be back. He'll be back when Deadpool comes out. I think like a week after Deadpool 3.
Because he says like August is when he's back.
Yeah, SummerSlam, man. No, he may not be around SummerSlam. It may be the week of SummerSlam or the week after SummerSlam. He said. So that's too bad. Did he catch up on? Is he catching up on wrestling?
I know. Like his video was him literally in his like fatigues with his helmet and I'm like, and it's just like, so it's like it's like he sent it from a battlefield somewhere. Like it was literally like, and he was literally like, okay, I'm not dead, I gotta go, and then
he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back and be like a Sergeant Slaughter, like attention.
Yeah. No, he's gonna come back. He's gonna be Sergeant Slaughter, but after he turned heel and joined Iran.
Oh my God, no!
That like terrible thing that no one.
He really wanted to go to this Clash of the Castles so bad.
Yeah,
he really did.
It would have been good. Would have been good for him.
Oh man, he would talk his daughter too because his daughter likes wrestling too. He told me that he wanted to go so bad. He told me if he didn't have to do duty, what he's doing, he would have gone to see Clash of the Castle. Man, I feel bad for him, man, because like WWE doesn't come there very often, right? So obviously in the States and Canada, they come there more often, and yeah, it's a spectacle. I've been to sports. You've been to sporting events, right? Like sports games, right? Any kind of sports game, football.
Well,
basketball.
I don't like sports, but my brother used to play high school football, so I went to a few of those.
Okay, so I've been to professional sports, right? Obviously, I've been to like baseball, basketball, football, hockey, whatever. I tell you, so wrestling crowds are the best.
Yeah, I've only gone to 2 dark shows.
Okay.
One was like back in like the late 2000s, and it was like got to see everyone there. Punk was there, Cena was there, Triple H was there, Kane was there, Batista.
I'll tell you something. When I went to Forbidden Door, I never heard a wrestling crowd like that even more than the WWE event.
Yeah.
As Forbidden Door last year was specifically with CM Punk. It was mixed, a lot of boos, a lot of cheers, and some really, really weird rants like some people were chanting Pepsi sucks because because
a lot of AEW fans are bored, and they don't want to admit that they're bored.
Let me tell you something about AEW fans and the difference between AEW fans and WWE fans live in audience. And I know you've been to WWE shows, but I know you haven't been to AEW. But let me tell you the difference. AEW shows, a lot more male, less female, no kids. Well, there's kids, but not many as kids. WWE shows, the opposite. More family, more female, more kids.
Yeah.
How was the smell at Forbidden?
Yeah, I would assume the
same
demographic would be different.
And I'm like, this is why I was like, this is. I mean, I liked Forbidden Door. I was bird watching it live. I'm like, this is one of the reasons AEW is not going to grow because I saw it live.
Yeah, because like it'll be the people watching it now. The kids aren't into it, so they're not going to watch it in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thing. You got to get the kids, man. That's just how it's got to be. But not in a way that like we got to dumb down like WWE did.
That is possible because if you remember if you remember what they did with the Ruthless Aggression era, there were still a lot of kids and there were some women in the crowd. So like it's
they never lost that.
Like when they're too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they never lost that.
I think it's really like the storylines.
Yeah, I can't really speak much. Yeah, because as you said, I've never been to a. Yeah, for sure. I'm on a delay. I know this is probably the last time I'm gonna try to get a good signal. If not, I probably have to bounce out. But like,
Is
yeah, I
there
can
any
only
other?
say I've only been to SummerSlam live last year. That was the first and only wrestling event I ever been to. So
Okay. Yeah, it's a total different experience. I'll just let you know the AEW and WWE. It's a total different experience. It's total opposite of each other. And like I said, I like the show, but I'm like, yeah, this is why it's not going to grow. And then there's evidence in the ratings right now. Also, there's evidence in ticket sales.
Yeah.
WWE at one point was going in the negative direction. AEW's ticket sales were going up, and WWE's ticket sales were going down. But over the past year, it's going the opposite direction. People are going to WWE shows more, and AEW is going, and people are going less to AEW shows. Ticket sales. I gotta find it somewhere. Where did I have? I know I have it somewhere. The ticket sales from AEW and WWE. Where is it? I gotta find it. I know it was from yesterday, I believe. I don't care about Enzo Amari. Who cares about him? Okay.
I kind of care about Enzo. I like that. I like Enzo.
Yo, DL. There's like there's people on X are so happy I live is single. I'm like, you're never gonna get with her. Relax. If people have
why is this
these
news?
MILFs,
why do people? Why are
know.
people so fixated on this?
This is why these people never get a girl or whatever, or another guy, whatever their sexuality is, because you're so fixated on thinking you get this celebrity or wrestler or whatever.
Like, you know, my burning desire for Thea Hale does not stop me from doing other things. You know?
I know we know we're not going to get with them. We have crushes on them, but we know
I'll get Thea Hale.
Oh yeah, you will. Go all the way to Florida.
One day.
Where's the ticket sales? Okay, so WrestleNomics. WrestleNomics does.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually able to go outside and touch grass, and I got a girlfriend naturally. So these guys need to learn to do that themselves, you know.
Brag about it.
Okay, so WrestleNomics, right? It's a wrestling.
I don't mean to brag, but just say.
WrestleNomics is a site about WWE and wrestling's economics, right? So they posted a graphic yesterday, right, on WWE and AEW's shows, and they're headed the opposite direction since 2021. So WWE walked 8,000 in quarter three of 2021. So they got 8,000 people, average 8,000 people attendance in quarter three of 2021, to 12,000 in quarter two in 2024. Okay, so quarter two is basically we're kind of in quarter two right now. 2024, I believe. Smackdown, 9,000 in quarter three of 2021 to 13,000 in quarter two of 2024. So from 2021 to 2024, it's going in the positive direction for WWE, right? In terms of attendance, tickets, right? Sales and stuff. AEW, on the other hand, 7,000 in quarter three 2021 to 3,000 in quarter two 2024. That's Dynamite. 7,000 to 3,000 for Dynamite. 6,000 AEW Collision, 6,000 in quarter 2023, because Collision debuted last year around June 2023, to 3,000 quarter two in 2024. Okay, now house shows, AEW doesn't really do house shows, so you can't really take a comparison between AEW's house shows and WWE house shows, but WWE house shows showed 7,000 in quarter three 2021 to 7,000 in quarter two in 2024. So not much of a difference between house shows and ticket sales. But it shows that WWE product is good at WWE. It has people confident in WWE, where it shows that AEW is just not there anymore. They don't have it. They don't have they don't have the fresh new toy that everybody has to go out and buy. You know, remember back in the day, you know, like fads, you know?
Yeah.
It's
I don't think that's the problem, is the fresh new toys, because they have that roster is so freaking stacked. They should be able to make good to great shows every week, and they were making good to great shows every week. Like the roster is not the problem; it's the storytelling, it's the writing.
Yeah.
It's not there anymore. It's like Tony Khan is just fixated on dream match after dream match after dream match, not building properly to pay-per-views. And the only reason he's getting away with that is because Tony Khan is Mr. Pay-per-view. Most of his pay-per-views are still bangers, regardless of the weekly shows being garbage. So it's just like
right now. Yeah, I agree with you, because right now, you know what? The main storyline of AEW is basically the Young Bucks, right? The Elite. I'm sorry, I know they're trying to be like NWO faction, but I'm sorry, but the Young Bucks are not WWE, not like the NWO. The NWO was cool, okay?
Yeah. The Young Bucks dress and look like goobers.
Yeah. And they're not getting, and they're actually losing.
Yeah.
They did lose their ratings. Lost a lot of rating. They did not do so well at AEW last week.
Yeah, as someone who doesn't watch AEW, I never hear about like the story, like ongoing storylines that people are really into. Like the only ones that like gimmicks and storylines that I followed was Tony's Timeless Tony Storm gimmick and Christian's.
That's a great gimmick. That's a great gimmick.
Your father's dead gimmick. But then otherwise, it was always like, this match is happening, and or he's never like the bloodline. The payoff to the Cody bloodline match felt so good, felt so cathartic because it had a long storyline.
AEW used to do good long-term storylines.
Yeah,
they don't anymore.
Yeah, like the MJF Adam Cole storyline was great. Like that was the equivalent to the bloodline storyline for AEW, and then that just fizzled
because of injuries and stuff. Injuries really hurt that storyline in the end. Hey, Anthony, and I don't even think that storyline was supposed to go far as it went. And then
also, I thought it was a good story. I don't think so either. But and then they also have this. It started out to be a good storyline with Swerve and Hangman and Samoa Joe, and now Swerve is the world champion, and it's like it feels like an afterthought. It's like, what is going on right now?
It's a young
and
Bucks.
Then and then Mercedes not wrestling until Double or Nothing, and then now you're putting her into a title match with Willow Nightingale for the TBS Championship.
And people are getting
won the title, so you don't want her to lose.
And people are getting tired of Mercedes
to lose on her debut match. So it's like, what are they going to do?
And people are getting tired of Mercedes right now. And the thing about Mercedes, her gimmick is the same gimmick as Sasha Banks. It's basically Sasha Banks. Same character. There's nothing different about her.
It's the exact same thing, except it's CEO. Like,
yeah.
Why is she the CEO? Why is she she owns a company or something? Like, why you call yourself a CEO?
And have Tony Khan introduce her as the CEO. It's like, I thought you were the CEO, my brother. Like,
she can't use. I mean, Eric Bischoff is not a fan of Eric. And it's weird because I don't know what's the difference. Like, it's weird. It's because Mercedes Moné is kind of getting exposed in AEW, and I thought it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, like people are getting bored of her, or they find out they never liked her,
and they turned her heel on Dynamite.
They really should not have debuted her as soon as they did. They should have waited till closer to Double or Nothing, so it doesn't seem like she hasn't been doing anything the past 3 months. I thought that was a mistake.
Yeah, and she did turn her heel right on Dynamite, and the problem is she's so much better as a heel. Okay, I don't know why companies are obsessed with her making her a baby face. She's better as a bitch. I'm sorry. Acting like a bitch. Acting like a boss. Stuff like that. Then as a baby face.
That kind of gimmick doesn't necessitate a face gimmick.
No. I think she should have gone back to WWE. Man.
Well, they didn't want to pay her.
That's true. Yeah, well, yeah.
Or pay her what she thought she was worth that maybe we now see probably was perfectly worth it. Perfectly fine.
Like, I think she's good in the ring. I think she's not terrible, but it's just
Like, why wouldn't you choose to be where you could
I
be
mean,
with
let's
Bailey
be
and
honest.
Naomi,
Like,
you know,
I
your
mean,
friends?
sure, you did some stuff in New Japan, but it's like, yeah, it's like, but if do you think you're worth more money than Becky, than Rhea, than Bailey, than Bianca? Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? Like, not at this point.
Yeah, it's now is going to be the time that all the four horsemen are going to start taking lesser schedules. You know, like
the thing is, like, she's been in the Mandalorian, but she's like a third fiddle. Like, she's not really much in the Mandalorian.
people don't even know that she is in Mandalorian. Like non-wrestling fans don't know who that is. They're just like, oh, it's an actress.
Yeah.
Character. Like they don't know. Oh, it's WWE superstar Sasha
Exactly.
Banks.
Like when she first debuted in season 2, when I was reviewing that with a couple of my other friends, I asked them, "How did you know who that was?" And they were like, "No."
Like
Yeah.
Non-wrestling fans, I had to remind them
Like-
that's Sasha Banks. Like, yeah.
Of course. Right. Yeah. And let me tell you something. It did not necessarily got Stars fans to watch wrestling. It didn't, because her character was like it's just a side character. You know,
Yeah.
that's it. She's not like okay. All at one point, The Rock, Batista, all the great actors we know were actually Cena and The Rock got kind of big leads when they're starting their career. I mean, Cena started in the Marine. That was a big lead, I guess.
Cena took time to get big.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah. Same with Batista. Batista took time.
Yeah, I think
They all
and,
did really.
And Cena, and then eventually Batista, like they were such big stars in WWE that transcended them being in wrestling. Like they were in the pop culture, you know. So when they got to acting, more people knew who they were.
Guardians for Cena, I mean, it was on its way. For Batista, Guardians really helped. Guardians made Batista a household name in Hollywood because he did lots of films there, and people knew who he was. I knew who Batista was. I seen some films of Batista before Guardians, but I think Guardians made him more well known. Because once you go Marvel, that's good for your career.
You never go Marvel.
When you go Marvel, you get you're noticed, right? You're noticed by everybody, right? Right?
Yeah, like everyone knows you for being Marvel thing, like in Marvel stuff.
Yeah, and people like Batista. I mean, Batista. The thing is, Batista has always been a comic book fan. He said that, and before getting into Guardians, he's always been a fan of comic books. But with Mercedes,
and now I think he's the best wrestler out of Cena and Rock.
Yeah,
the best actor.
Well, Cena really impressed me with Peacemaker. He showed more emotion, more depth.
Yeah, he same thing with Rock. He was just stuck in that comedic role for a while.
Yeah,
like Rock had to do all those comedy movies.
I think that Batista has shown more range in movies than Cena and Rock has, you know, and he's actually pretty good.
100%.
Yeah,
he's an actual like actor compared to those two, which are just action movie stars.
No, the thing is, Cena. When they're wrestling, right, and before Billy got more, Rock and Cena were better at improv and ad-lib than Batista. Batista struggled at that stuff.
Yeah.
Right, and Batista actually credited wrestling for his acting career because of that. Because it got him because of the fear of stage fright, talking in the crowd, in front of a crowd, all that. It got him more. Wrestling helped him with that. Wrestling. Well, I'm not surprised. Wrestling probably helped The Rock and Cena in front of doing movies and TV shows, stuff like that. Okay, and I've seen actors. Remember, they did the general manager stuff. I've seen actors and celebrities in front of a crowd, and they suck. They fluster. They scramble. Yeah,
because they have to be able to think on the not read off of scripts and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I remember in the trivia for 12 Rounds 3, the one with Dean Ambrose, Moxley, he talked about how he would nail his lines once every time, and then everyone else would they would flub it, so they have to redo the take, and he kept getting mad because he was like, I'm getting these right, I have these right because I'm a wrestler, and that's how we do this stuff.
They do it every week, wrestlers. Every week they have, and wrestlers, and they don't have a whole day to memorize lines. They have a couple hours.
Yeah, no extra takes. Just get it one and done.
Yeah. Where was I, man? But I mean, I know Drew McIntyre is going to be in an upcoming movie with Batista.
That takes some skill too. Learn lines like the day of.
Yeah. And in many cases with Vince, learn lines like the couple minutes before, like when he'd tear up the scripts.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously that's hard. And the other wrestlers backstage hated that.
Yeah.
Now you could tell they have a little more input in what they say because you can feel it in their promos, especially in WWE. You can hear in the promos the words that come out of their mouths. They don't say stupid stuff like they back in the day with the script writers because they wouldn't
succotash, son.
Because they have Hollywood writers.
My hole.
No, that was her idea though. She said that was her idea because she wanted to get Triple H to pop in the back, but she didn't know the microphone caught her. There's an interview where she talks about that.
Yeah. Oh, we got 10 minutes left before Raw. Let's see what else I have. Okay, this is ridiculous. So Tony Khan reported warned AEW talent about watching Cody Rhodes WWE's return at last year's Royal Rumble, not this year's Royal Rumble. Let me see. He really hates WWE, doesn't he? Tony Khan.
Yeah, he's like that's his whole thing.
The thing is, he caught. Remember when he called it the Harvey Weinstein Company? I'm like, and you call yourself Pepsi? You know what? You call yourself Coke, please.
Yeah, I know that's just it was meant to be a funny subversion that I didn't call myself Coke. I called myself, I called them Harvey Weinstein.
That's obviously referencing the Vince McMahon, obviously.
Yeah. Tony Khan in a lot of ways, Aaron, reminds me of a certain comic book creator.
Where is Tony Khan, man?
Tony Khan, man. Hang on now. Don't throw out accusations.
I don't think his father knows wrestling is fake.
I saw the footage of that on Botchmania. That was my first time seeing it, his face.
What the hell is this? Oh, that's not it.
Do you think the possibility of that Liv Morgan calling herself single thing is a work to tie into the Dominic storyline?
I don't know.
I mean, it could be, but does she need to do that to do the storyline with Dom?
We don't know. Maybe they talk about it tonight. Liv talking about how she's single, and then but then she still has the bandana in her pocket or something.
You should kill my little Dom.
Hey, anything's possible.
Tony Khan labeled as the alpha male at AEW. What the? I did not see this.
By himself. He calls himself
what?
Yeah, I just saw this. Tony Khan labeled as the alpha male at AEW. Hey, CM Punk made sure he didn't look like an alpha male. Oh man, that's what JR called him, the alpha male. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the thing of billionaires, right? Their minds are so totally different than ours, right? They think it's just. I guarantee you, if we become billionaires, we'll probably have a warped mind eventually. You know?
I know I would. I wouldn't even care.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't care if I'm stupid. I'm rich.
Elon Musk.
Oh boy.
Alpha male. That's what they are called him. This is something the worse. Oh, Colin's the one that said the best about. I don't know. Do you think Ricky Stark's going to Royal Rumble this year to support Cody Rhodes and WrestleMania, whatever, wherever he was in when he got caught, where he was.
He was at WrestleMania.
Okay. Do you think they're punishing him? That's why he's not being sent to AEW TV. Do you think they're punishing him because of that?
100%. Same with Danhausen and Punk. Yeah, 100%.
Oh my god. I agree with you. What do you think, DL?
Yeah.
Oh, if they're punished. I mean, that's petty, man. Ricky Starks, you need to get out of that company and go to NXT or WWE, man. Get out while you can. I don't know what his contract is like, but get out, man. Get out.
I think we're going to see a big shift with Malachi, Buddy, Miro, maybe Ricky, maybe Danhausen.
Miro's hurt, so I don't know. I think that's hurt again.
Like once those contracts are out, they're coming back over.
Hook.
Howdy did.
Hook. Wardlow needs to get out, man. Wardlow needs to get out. Oh, WWE.
Wardlow would be big in WWE just because they like having meat. Like having their meat guys. And Ivar might be out.
Yeah,
permanently, according to him now.
Permanently, you mean like with career ending?
So it came out he's injured. Then it came out he's taking a vacation. Then he tweets out himself like, I hate people spreading rumors about me. Yes, I'm injured. Yes, it could be serious, and we're looking at it now, or something like that. So it's like it could be that he has a career-ending injury right now.
What, he's going to Valhalla? No.
But it's like that we were talking about that about Ivar, maybe being injured or whatever. So so who knows if he's
fucking Raiders are hurt, man.
If he's gonna pull through, which him in NXT was kind of cool for that bit, but then they couldn't, they had just cut it off. So hopefully it's not something that's career ending. Maybe just slow down a bit, not do the flips and stuff. It'll suck, but we have to do it.
Give us a big man to do the flips. Definitely.
Yeah, you got to come down on those muscles and stuff when you do that, and maybe it's too much.
Okay, let's see with Raw preview because we got 4 minutes left. Let's see if there's a Raw preview. Those are spoilers.
King and Queen of the Ring. It's the go home, so
I'll just go to WWE's page. No, not. Oops, I got page. All
page here.
So we got Jey Uso taking on Gunther in the King of the Ring semifinal. Sammy looks for payback as Chad Gable. Nia Valkyria takes on Io Sky. Judgment Day to challenge Awesome Truth. And yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I guess we since we're a little early ending the show, I guess let you promote whatever you have upcoming. DL, you have anything upcoming?
So I just recorded a review for Mad Max Fury Road, so I finished reviewing all the Mad Max films, so you guys can check those out, and then I'm going to see Furiosa this weekend and give you my review for that. And then this Wednesday, is the spoiler stream for X-Men 97. I cannot wait to talk about that show. And then what comes out after that? Oh yeah, getting to the Bad Boys films before Bad Boys Ride or Die. So tune in for those when those come out. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the time being. There's a bunch of other stuff coming out. I'm probably gonna start reviewing the Deadpool movies too before Deadpool and Wolverine, Despicable Me, Alien, all that good stuff. So you want to hear my crazy takes on movies and shows? Check out my channel.
All right. Thank you, DL. Check out the channel, guys. What about you, Wizard?
Yeah, subscribe to Wizard of Wordplay. I put out a drawing video every Friday and then a short version of that every Monday.
Yeah. So, guys, from the next streams going forward, I'm gonna put Tiffany Stratton thumbnail all the time because apparently that gets me over 300 people on Twitter. I'm kidding.
I mean, like, you guys.
I think
you can do like the other wrestling clickbait people do it. They'll put like that.
That wasn't clickbait.
I know
that wasn't.
Other people do it. They'll just be like, you know, if you're going to talk about a women's wrestler, find her in a bikini, put it on. You know, like.
Oh yeah. That's the reason. That's the reason why I got over 300 people on Twitter watching because I had no. But I don't think on X they showed the thumbnail.
I think when you scroll by, maybe not.
No, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Only YouTube is. So maybe that's not the reason. Maybe I just got lucky. I don't know.
Maybe it was the title, like because I think Tiffany was in the title, wasn't she?
Oh man, maybe I should put Tiffany Stratton in every title from now on. This YouTube should be a Tiffany Stratton YouTube page. That's it only. Dedicated to Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton still the best? Question mark.
I'm kidding, guys. We just did a show. It means Thursday we're going to do predictions for Double or Nothing and King and Queen in the Ring. And Saturday we're going to do a watch along for King and Queen in the Ring. 1 o'clock Eastern time because it's in the afternoon because they're in a different part of the world. It's going to be like that again for Clash of the Castle. So 3 premium live events straight. It's going to be afternoon streams. And then once you get the Money in the Bank, which I'm not going. Fortunately, I wish I was going, but the tickets are too damn expensive for some reason. But I will be. Well, actually, the NXT Battlegrounds before. But yeah, okay, whatever. I'll be going to the NXT Heatwave after Money in the Bank, and I hope Julia does wrestle there. I hope she makes her debut because like she's started NXT, but she has to do some. She's doing something with for her friend or something. She did something for her friend's promotion and opened up, and
some promotions to finish up.
And then she's coming to NXT. I hope we by then get to see her live in person. There's rumors a couple weeks ago that her first match was going to be NXT Heatwave, maybe. Whatever. But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. And any minute now, Raw starts. Well, I could be starting right now. Take care, guys.